Well, look at this for a progress flavoured biscuit. Underneath is fully painted. So I've given it 2 coats of epoxy mastic Rustbuster EM121. It's looking very nice. This is the... There we go, that's the colour it actually is. It's called mid-grey, I think. It's sort of an old English white. Fitted new springs, and I'm just fitting the axle now. Now then, I'll just explain. On the bushes for this, I've not gone with poly bushes, I've gone with rubber ones. I definitely go with poly bushes on the car every single time, but they squeak a little bit. And if you're like rolling around in bed, the last thing you want is so gone with rubber ones, which were all the wrong size and I had to cut them down, so they've been made too long, which I've never had that problem with poly bushes, but there we go. And all of the bushes I'm absolutely slathering in silicone grease just to try and help it along and make them last more than 5 minutes, because the rubber ones barely last a year now. Excellent quality stuff. I know I just did up suspension parts without any load on them, but I will be undoing it and then doing everything back up once it's on the ground. Quality. Now, annoyingly, when I painted this bit, I don't know if you can see, it's a bit sort of dappled. It's nothing to do with the quality of this paint. That's because I left it outside to dry and it rained on it. Ooh. It's also far too big. Much better. Now, I will just explain, these are only temporary, because with 2 washers, that's the nut bottomed out on the thread. I'm going to get some sort of hollow spacery type thing or make something, but that's just to keep the crap out for the minute. Look at my shiny nuts. So what happened since what seems like 15 million days ago I last filmed something? So, it's on its wheels. The wheels I bought don't fit, so that's fun, even though the seller said they did, but oh well, but I've got some shiny nuts. It's on its wheels. Well, I just lead loaded that. I've done a separate video about that because it's quite interesting. What else has happened? So I fitted these guys, they're just some corner props at the front, and how I fit them is just welded a bit of box section down there, bolted them through, and that's pretty much all I've done. I spent days and days and days messing about trying to get the entire centre console bit, of which that is the centre, to fit here, but no matter what I did, I just can't do it. So I'm just going to have the centre section and then some big like padded cushions up there for your head / back. What else has happened? I've started grinding down all these because I'm in a lead loading mood, so it's going to be that sort of day. That's there. And yeah, what's also happened underneath is little spaces turned up, so I've fitted them just for now, but unfortunately there's a lot of play in the wheel bearings with the setup that I've gone for, which is, as I'm sure you'll remember if you've seen the other videos, cut the half shaft almost entirely off, got rid of the diff, but obviously the half shaft must have preloaded the wheel bearings somehow, so I am going to have to put a diff in and find some half shafts. But other than that, that's about it. So yeah, it's certainly a thing, isn't it? Right, I don't know what day it is, what's going on, where anything is, or if this is the start of a new video tagged onto the end of an old one, or what's going on. But basically, interior, all the welding's absolutely done. So I was going to put the entire dashboard in there, but I've ended up with just that central bit, got a few bits of reinforcement. Everything is done in there. There's no more welding, nothing else. I'm just waiting to paint the inside of that. So I think I've mentioned some, hello, focus, there we go, some of the lead loading and stuff. But basically, I'm on to the very last bit of welding. So, we have a hole there, and we have an absolutely perfect, this is very tricky to hold it and torque and stuff, but that repair panel is perfect. I'm so happy with this. It's the first one I've ever made, as you can see. First one I've ever made that's this complicated, which I'll get to in a minute. As you can see, it's curved that way, but I've also put a lip in it. Right, and I haven't used any special tools, just a hammer and a dolly. So I made a cardboard template, cut out a bit of metal, and then just sort of guessed to put a lip in, which is why it's not even, if my camera would focus. Yeah, the lip isn't even all the way along, but hey, it is a lip, and I put that in by, when the bit of metal was flat but already cut out to the right size and shape, I just sort of guessed the lip, put it in between two blocks of wood, hammered this edge over, and I'm terrible with words, hammered the edge over it so I had a flat bit of metal but it had that lip in it. Then with a dolly clamped in a vise, I'll show you, with, not that one, but with this clamped into here, and sort of half put some shape into it, went back to the wing, checked the shape, yada yada yada. And this is 1mm thick steel, so it's not the thickest in the world. Once or twice, you can see it's happened there again and I need to deal with it. This lip did sort of kick up a bit, but I just beat the sort of front face into the shape I wanted and then tapped that down and it kept the shape. I'm so happy with this, and it's entirely thanks to watching some videos on Trev's blog, which is the only sort of bodywork and panel beating videos I've ever watched on YouTube that have made sense, and they're just made for an idiot like me who doesn't know how to do panel beating or anything, and he's just so good at describing everything and telling you how to do everything. Basically, this is just a quick little video, probably tagged on the end of another one, just to show that idiots like me can do, go on, amazing stuff like that. So once I've tacked that in place, well, once I've completely welded it in place, that's all the welding on this done. Oh yeah, boys, look how nicely that goes. So that's with it welded in place, lead loaded, and then for now I've just really roughly body filed it. But look at that! Yeah!